want, I can misbehave. In my cave, I can say what I want to say. In my cave, ain't no drama, it's a holiday.
Hello and welcome to Visiting the Cave, where you can hear straight talk from opinionated males on various topics. My name is Felicia Webster. I'm host of Visiting the Cave, and we will be talking today about relationships. We've got our three gentlemen here, Cool Matt, Q, and Daryl Johnson. So, gentlemen, we're going to start with how simple men claim to be and how uncomplicated men claim to be. I hear this from men all the time. Can you elaborate on why you think you're uncomplicated, why you think you're so simple to understand? Because most women don't think so.
Well, we look at things, sometimes we look at things in more of a yes or no, black and white. Sometimes we can be impatient. There's no gray area, no in between. It's either yes or no. We accuse women of do a little this because, okay, what's the end result? I mean, we're going through
You block us out, you don't pay attention to what we say.
Sometimes when there's unnecessary speaking, if we're trying to get to an end result, let's get to the end result so we don't have to go through all of the preliminaries. We're trying to solve a problem.
Okay.
Let's get to a solution.
What do you think?
I was immediately reminded of Dave Chappelle. You know, just play with his balls, make him a sandwich, don't talk so much. That's the first thing I thought of. Immediately, right? And that wasn't too complicated for me to say. Yeah, I'm going to go with that for now.
Okay, Daryl, you have something to add?
Women tend to, I'm not saying all women, I don't want to be stereotypical here, but
Fair.
yeah, but a lot of times they get into conversations that aren't relevant to what the task at hand.
Okay.
If it's a simple thing, it's a simple thing. Just be, concrete, square, move forward.
So you're saying that you really wish
Good
women
answer.
were more to the point about whatever it is that they're wanting from you or
Oh, yeah.
requesting?
If it can happen. If it can
Okay.
happen, be to the point.
Okay, so now here's a question. I'm going to be to the point.
Okay.
I keep hearing about this whole man code thing and how women can't know about the man code as it relates to relationships. So let's talk about this man code. What does it mean? What does it truthfully mean? If you'll remember, I posted this question on the fan page
did.
some time ago, and nobody responded. The men seemed to be wimpy about wanting to respond, even though they were reading it. And somebody actually approached me and said, "You can't ask that question. No man can tell you the man code. What is the man code?
You got me
How to
at,
cheat on women?
you got me at a
How to
loss
get away
because
with-
I'm sorry I didn't read the question, but I'm interested to know what the man code is because some guys may have a different man code than others, so I'm trying to understand. Make me
there's a
understand
code
what the
out
man
there.
code
No,
is.
there's a code
Please
out
educate
there.
me on that.
There's a code out there. There's just certain things that men do. It's not so much not telling women. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Even after you tell them, they will understand.
Well, I'd like to hear please elaborate.
Okay.
I'd like to try to understand.
Watch what you say.
No
more
the
dates,
pimp
right?
juice
Anyway,
is
right?
here to remind you.
Oh, man.
there's
All-
no
all
winning
hail the pimp juice.
conversation
Forgive us.
in the cave.
Okay.
Men will always see themselves always either protecting, providing, or leading. And not always, but men
nice.
feel comfortable
Yeah, that was good.
in those roles. And women sometimes infringe on those roles. And when they do, it's just a general reminder. Like, for example, I walk on the outside of the street. I hold the door open. Or if there's anyone that comes to you, I will check them. I'll protect you. And nowadays, with everyone working, everyone being modern all the time, there's just no clear role.
Okay,
for-
that sounds very nice and chivalrous. That's not the kind of code I've been hearing about.
okay.
I've been hearing about another kind of code.
Okay, tell us about the other code.
Yeah, what do you
The
know?
code-
What's your intel?
We will rebuttal.
The code is that you don't warn a woman if a guy has whatever his plans
Intentions and
or
so forth?
intentions
Okay.
are. You don't warn the woman about them. You don't tell women certain things about a guy, what the guy is planning or thinking or whatever. That's the kind of code I want to hear more about.
Okay, now are you talking about like if you and I were together and I kind of stand off and someone else approached you not knowing that I was with you and
There's certain things and
like as a
sayings,
guy,
whatever
I can
that-
tell what he's trying to do. Is that what you? Is that what you're
Yes.
getting?
And
Well-
men don't tell women what these things are. They don't want
Well, in
them
that
to know.
situation, we want to know how you're going to react. We want to see how you respond to someone else approaching you while I'm here, because then it may give us an insight on how you act when we're not around.
Or what about when the men are being dishonest? What about that code? Because that's the code I've heard most about. The sneaking and the being able to be dishonest without the women getting it.
Well,
I think that's what women really want to understand.
I hate to. Guys are terrible at that. We're terrible at it. Women can take something to the grave. Guys, a lot of times
we're not good at keeping secrets.
Guys, for some reason, need to tell somebody. They got to feel like, let me tell you what I did. Let me do, you know, they got to feel that. And a lot of times it's to their doom, because wherever you live, it's always small. Somebody else knows who you know, and they aren't necessarily going to keep it quiet. So.
Okay. I got to wrap it up for a
Okay.
second. We're going to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more communication with men and get a video of a woman with a question that she's got for you guys.
All right.
We'll be back in a moment.